and welcome to my channel. So today I'm going to be reviewing the brand new album from Steven Wilson, To The Bone. There was 4.5, which was last year, and then before that there was Hand Cannot Erase in 2015. Now that was one of my favourite records, and I still play it a lot to the day. I remember first listening to The Bone, and I wasn't too sure about it, if I'm totally honest. Listening more and more and more and trying to keep an open mind, I kind of began to understand what Steven was trying to kind of go for at. So he started with Pariah, then Song of I, The Same Asylum as Before, Refuge, Permeating. Permeating, I think, of all of them, struck this big chord with people, and they were kind of not really happy. They were like, oh, you know, he's gone all pop and stuff. But to be honest, it's nothing new. Like, Happiness 3 sounded really happy, and also Hand Cannot Erase, although it was a bit morose, was pretty joyful as well. So I don't really understand where this has kind of come from. It's enabled Wilson to be able to kind of reach out into that BBC Radio 2 audience. I mean, that's getting airplay now. Which is not to say that he's sold out, because he definitely hasn't. If you listen to the record, it's definitely a prog record, especially, you know, the penultimate track, Detonation. It's like 10 minutes long, you know, you never get that on the radio, but it's brilliantly structured, with each song saying its piece, and also kind of working cohesively in a context, but also you could have them as individual songs. And I really like the exploration with the Song of I, with the more kind of moody, experimental, electro kind of vibe that they've got going on, which is really cool. And then he's also got the sort of things like The Same Asylum as Before, which is kind of really quite happy and bright sounding. Even The People Who Eat Darkness kind of recalls the sort of Porcupine Tree era. I remember thinking that, oh, you know, there's no solos and stuff like that, but that's fine. You know, if you want to have all your mega solos and Guthrie Govan stuff, go and visit Hand Cannot Erase or The Raven. But this, you know, it's more kind of focused songwriting, and, you know, like the likes of Refuge are just fantastic. Mark Feltham's, you know, harmonica, it makes it really kind of sad, and it almost sounds like a follow-on from Routine. But, you know, the all-star cast is back, so you've got Nick Beggs, Adam Holzman, David Collar is on guitar, which is different, Steven Wilson himself, Paul Stacey also helped co-produce it, so I'm guessing he kind of had some different ears. And yeah, it's just a fantastic record, and it's exactly what Steven should be doing now in his new kind of timeline. I think it's exactly what people haven't been expecting, but in the end will actually be like, no, okay, yeah, actually this makes sense. Remember how high up, you know, Hand Cannot Erase was and still is. And I do think that To The Bone will match that, definitely, because I've not stopped listening to it since I got it sent through, and I love it. I think it's a really great record. To The Bone comes out on August 18th via Caroline International, and I've also got an interview with Steven, if you guys wanted to check it out on my blog, which is themetaltrist.com. He kind of spoke about all the different ideas into The Bone, and, you know, kind of some of the thematic concepts with, because it's not a concept album, there's the element of truth and having truth being interpreted and not actually one particular truth. Well, one particular truth. Yeah, so if you're interested, you might enjoy that. Give me a like, and please subscribe, it'd be fantastic. Also, to all my subscribers, thank you so much. Please keep commenting and stuff, you know, keep chatting away, because I love it. I love to see what people are engaging with and all this sort of stuff. So yeah, it's got a massive 2 big prog thumbs up from me, and I will see you on the next one, and I'm going to look really proggy and wistful.